Hey everyone, it's Paul Barry at Cape Cod Mail Group, and I'm outside taking a walk along the beach, taking advantage of what appears to be the beginning of spring here finally in New England, and certainly here in Cape Cod. And I actually debated, should I even do a video today? What should I, if I did, what would I talk about? And as I was walking along, as you can hear the waves in the background, it got me thinking about the tides. This past year, we had a number of pretty significant storms, nor'east as we call them here in New England, that did a significant damage to our landscape. They take away sand dunes, they relocate rocks, they do quite a bit of damage at times. It's the ebb and flow of Mother Nature and the ebb and flow of those tides. It got me thinking about how that really impacts, or how it kind of parallels the ebb and flow of our donor support. How we are able to retain a number of donors for a regular period of time, but there's another group that kind of comes and goes over time, much like the tide does. It comes in, it comes out, it's pretty regular. And what do you do to perhaps stem the tide, if you will? Take a look and examine as you prepare for next year what your donor retention program looks like. Has it always been the same? Have you done the same things and got in the habit of doing the same things? Or are there opportunities that you might try to do something different? Has your Lybunt retention rate pretty much stagnated, if you will? And do you do an effective job in recognizing that all Lybunts, at least in my opinion, all Lybunts are not created alike? There are all kinds of folks that made their first gift last year. So while next year they are defined as Lybunts, I call them flybunts, first-year Lybunts. So the most important gift that they will ever give you will probably be your second one. I'm going to turn around here as I stroll because I'm going to walk into a breakwater. I'll take you back down this way. So look at your Lybunts. I believe Lybunts are not all created equal. You'll have folks who have made their last gift this past year that have consistently given you. They've been there for years, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years in a row. And while by definition they're Lybunt, they're certainly a different group of people than your first-time donors. Much the same as you have donors that came on this year that perhaps lapsed from the year before. So they've been re-engaged. So even the language to them is somewhat different. So try to get out, take a look at what you've done for Lybunt retention in the past in terms of how you message them in your appeals, and think about perhaps crafting letters that are far more conditional. The conditions of a first-time donor are certainly different than a consecutive donor versus a reacquired donor. So take a look at your language and see if there are different ways you can talk to them that's more personal to them. Direct mail is not about how many pieces you mail, but the fact that you mail a piece to one person and how much you know about that person. Your data will tell you an awful lot about them, so don't treat them all the same, especially for Lybunts. They're not the same. There's all different subsets within that, and sometimes we get out of the habit of recognizing that they're different groups, and we lump them together and say, okay, that's our Lybunt appeal, where it really shouldn't be. So much the same as the tide continues to change our landscape, if you change a little bit of the way you do things, it might change the landscape of your donor retention program a little bit by writing letters to individual people based on their particular habits, rather than the habit of, gee, we've got to write a letter for Lybunts and we just craft one and bang it out for everybody. So anyway, that was kind of my little brain dump as I walked along and watched the shore. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to continue to do these hopefully on a weekly basis. Please let me know if you're enjoying these things. If you'd like to continue, I'll send them along. If you have other ideas you'd like me to talk about, I'd love to hear from you as well. Until then, I wish you a wave of results, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much.